Okay, so I've got all my parts here. Took me a couple of weeks to get these. They ended up losing this one, but in the mail, which was fun. So anyway, we got some bolts here. We're going to try those nuts down here to get the other bolt extracted. We got our water pump. So yeah, let's get started on fixing that. Alright, so let's try this. Got ourselves a little nut. Right here, we're going to try to do the little break loose method here. Welding it to the nut. Let's try that. Broke off, didn't it? It's hard to tell. Doesn't seem like it. Broke off. Then we got one. Grab one of the old washers here. See if that works. I don't think so, but you never know. Find out if that breaks. Yeah, it broke right off. It's like it's just not grabbing it. I don't know, maybe we could. A lot cleaner. Oh, that's breaking off too. It's just like it's not getting enough. grief. That's the back side of that one. That's no wonder they're leaking. They're eating all the way through. Huh. Ouch. There we go, now we can see through it. Huh. Good. At least it's not tearing up the threads. That's good. Wish I had a tab. Don't think we have one that's small. I think we got all the crap out of the threads. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Huh. Gotta give it a try. Make it work. Call that good. Alright, so now we got all our parts lined up here. Put on our trusty gloves and see if we can get to fixing. So first things first, we're going to take the gasket off of this thing here. Get it all cleaned up nice, pretty. That way when it goes back on, it won't cause any problems. Matter of fact, it's coming up pretty easy. Yeah, I just made you cringe right there, didn't I? There we go. Perfect. Look at that. It's all clean already. And then got this part here. You know, I wish this thing would have, I wish I knew this thing came off first. Probably could have saved myself a headache of pulling the whole head, but, you know, I'm kind of glad that it all came off like it did, though. Get this crap off of there. Hit that with a little bit of brake clean, it'll be just fine. It's like brand new. This too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that just now. Now we got our handy dandy redneck parts washer here, so let's give this crap a scrub and see what we come up with. It's funny. I even got my handy dandy sandpaper because there's a whole bunch of people in my last gasket video said, why use sandpaper? You're not supposed to use sandpaper. I did, and guess what? It still works to this day. So, you're welcome. 7 years later. You're supposed to use your sandpaper, man. You know it's not good for you. It's not good for the machine parts. Look at that. Good as new. Couldn't ask for a cleaner surface. Shine it. Clean this side. Get all the gunk out of there. Perfect. Good enough for me. Good enough for government work. Let's hit this one. Try it. There we go. Make it nice and smooth. Smooth. Alright, good. Alright, so what we're using this time is this here aviation forma gasket instead of RTV. I kind of went away from RTV because I always found myself kind of having to refix stuff, but I don't know, I figure if this stuff's good enough for airplanes, it's good enough for cars and boats, so why not? It's kind of old though. At least last I remember it's supposed to be like syrup. Yeah, that looks good. I know it's as hard as a son of a gun to get off, but I do like how it seals. I'm going to give a nice little dabbing to these holes in here. Because I think that's how we had that saltwater intrusion, which messed up our bolts. One more down there. There we go. Cover those up. And seat this. Like so. Oh, you know what? Almost forgot these. That's right, these had sealing on them too, didn't they? Yeah, we don't want that leaking. And this stuff, I mean, it gets all over. Okay, let's do this. Put it down top end first. And lay the rest of it in, just like that. Tighten her down. Just like that. You know, I'm gonna let this rest on it. Man, I don't. Like I don't want to pinch it down too hard. Oh, okay. Not gonna be too bad. Yeah, that'll work. Yep, we're gonna pinch it. Put that down on there. Get a nice squeeze. Squooze. You know what we ought to do? I'll take this glove off. I'm gonna get a little tool out here. I'm gonna tighten that. Matter of fact. Yeah, don't you spin. Yeah, we don't want it on there too hard. We just want it to dry. Alright. Well, we'll let that cure and we'll be right back. Alright. Figure, you know, while I'm waiting for that, I might as well get caught up in spider webs. Anyway, while I'm waiting for that, I've got a old trusty dusty battery. You know what? I think I'm just going to give it the old college try here. I need to take this impeller loose anyway. So, first of all, I hope the battery works. And secondly, I hope the magic who's it in there will lift the motor up. I can't believe the thing still has a charge. You know, what I need is a 16 millimeter, right? So tell me, why in the thunder do they make a 10, they skip 11, go to 12, go to 13, 14, 15, and then skip 16, and here we are, right at 17. Why? Jeez. I don't know if you guys are ever going to be watching this video, but whoever makes these toolkits, quit doing that crap. Alright, let's try 5/8. That seems to be the ticket. Yeah, good enough. 5/8 seems to be the ticket. Good grief. Okay. Oh boy. Don't tell me we're gonna have fun with this too. That wasn't so bad. I'm gonna take these screws all the way out because I don't want that thing falling and making a mess. Messing my foot. That'll be really fun. There's a little contraption inside of here. There's some weird looking ground cable. Maybe it's to keep the motor from flying off of it after you take it off. But see if we can get that loose. I don't know, so I gotta use 2 wrenches to get this thing off in here. We'll see how that works. Oh, there we go. I guess that's the linkage you're supposed to take it loose from. Boy, I know this is going to be fun to get back up in here. That's for certain. I don't know. Old man made it look pretty easy, so find out. All I know is my back is killing me. Yeah, look at that. Okay, cool. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Alright, that little donger there come loose from this top one up here. You guys can maybe see that. Let me see. Let me brighten you up a little bit. Yeah. There we go. So that's how it come loose. Using 210 mils. Alright everybody. Can you count your toes? I still can. For now. Am I missing one? Oh yeah. I sure am. Very bottom. Okay. Well, let's see, it's not an unsmart way of taking this thing loose. Then it's a different size. Awesome. 14. Alright, that one's out. And it should, in theory, come loose. Well, there's a surprise. You know what? I think it's hiding another bolt up underneath this thing, and these have to come out. Well, that's fun. Okay. Well, that's cool. You didn't even have to take the last one out. Sweet. That's what I'm talking about. This, I don't know, ionizer or whatever they call it, some kind of special science. That's where she be. Way up underneath of there. I can actually see it separating now. Good, 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 good. Alright. Oh, there's stuff falling. What is that, washers on them? Not that dirty. Come on. There isn't any toward the back, I forgot, is there? Nope. Come on. Ah, gotcha. That'll work. Whoops. I don't want that happening. Put this somewhere. That looks like it has been replaced before, which is good news. The impeller's pretty decent, actually. Looks new. A little spongy. It's alright. Come out of there. Go. Some elements of persuasion here. Definitely smells like ear weight. Ooh, there's a keyway. That's good to know. Little keyway. Got you out. How about you? Okay. Let's get us a pry tool here. Get a little one, that way we can cause a little damage and not a lot. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, son. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, that looks really clean. That ain't bad at all. Look at that sucker. Not bad. Still shiny. Good thing we went and got the whole kit, though. I'd rather sleep better at night when I know this got a brand new kit. Oh, that's cool. Switches gears pretty good. Okay, you probably can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just testing out the gears. So we got forward, reverse, and neutral. Awesome. Good to know. So these go to this, the sandwiches. Just like that. Cool. Only had one little ring gasket here. This only had one, and so we're only going to put one. Battery's dying. I'll be right back. Alright, let's see. Let's put this together the way we found it. Pump go on that end, where the hole be. And on this end, we got this one. Put that side up. Perfect. That was easy. Nice and easy. I say that now. Quit falling. You know what? Nah, I'm not even gonna fool with it. Not even gonna fool with it. It's all plastic, looks like. Yeah, maybe it is metal, painted metal of some kind, but I don't know, I don't feel like it needs to be cleaned that badly. Normally I would, but in this case it just feels like it's gonna break. So let's not break stuff. Line these holes up. Oh boy, she'll be pissing in no time. Where are them little screws at? There we go. There we go. I'm good with that. Store this bad boy up here. You know, I'm half thinking it'd be a good idea to put it in there anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna. So what? Didn't come with it. Sue me. I think that little keeper on this side. Those little tiny keeper. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see. There we go. That little keeper goes in this thing, but there's a little slit in the shaft on this side. Take my word for it. I believe it sits in. Kind of like that. I gotta see what that might be for. Let's put that little ring around it. I just hope it doesn't cause it to bind. If it does, I guess it'll just shred apart in little pieces and get caught up in the motor, but we'll find out the hard way. Wow, look at that. Boom! Clicked right into place. I like that. That is when a good plan comes together. I was serious about that Loctite though. I think I'm gonna put some Loctite on these. Okay, let's go get that. Got some. Boom! The blue Loctite. Alright. Let's put that on these bolts and screw them in. Alright, so when we go to put it on, we put the keeper side to that side. Keep that centered up with this hole. When we put it on, it should be at an angle like this, and it should slide right over. Technically. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Raggy, she ain't sliding over. That's because the keeper came loose. Very cool. The keeper back. And now the pump came loose. Boy, this is a real show, isn't it? Okay, put you in there like that. Take this, time it like that. Shove that in there all the way. Square it through the hole. Just like that. Now down. Make sure the timing's right. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Ha! Got it that time. Yeah, that's what you get for laughing. I guess meanwhile we could take a look at this real fast and see how this is coming together. So it looks like, there you go, this is kind of tacking up, still coming off and on the little finger here, so that's just a little over spot. Yeah, there we go. Kind of still a little bit coming off there. Hard to do everything in reverse. Slide this back up in here. Little shaft. What is that? You know what? It came with one of these. I knew that was something. Let's put another one in. We got a new one anyway. Let's put it in there. Yeah, see? You might not be able to because it's really dark, but we got some contrast issues going on. We got a brand new one of these, so I don't see why we shouldn't. Yeah, let's put a new one on there. Alright, so what I want to do is tighten up those back ones. You know what I just noticed? Gear shifter's not sticking out. Look at that. There's no shifter in there. Got it. Okay. Let's put you all the way up. Like this gasket material or something I might have left down there. Come on. It's this little shaft right here. It didn't meet all the way up here at the top, so that's what I'm fighting. That's just a little hole. There he goes. Okay. Up that time. How about you? There we go. Awesome. Let's try to get this threaded back in there. much crap got in there. Happy with that. Not a speck of rust. Speaking of that, the last video, I think those are called cross hatches because they do this inside the cylinder. So yeah, there's that. Okay, let's put this head back on. Alright, so before I go too far, since these are all corroded, I'm gonna just re-tap these best I can. Spray some of this stuff in there just to help them out. Running out. Okay, so this is cool. So I found, way not supposed to do this, probably, right? So I found this will fit into this little socket. Fit into this little socket, which will go into one of these. Oh my gosh. Sunlight is killer. Which will fit into this. So we can turn it, and it can still move this. So, let's give this a shot. Huh. I don't know, man. Obviously, we're still going to try to go straight with it, but still. Yeah, this is going to work just fine. It works. Okay. Back it up. Perfect. Awesome. Let's clean the rest of this up on the outside. Where's my razor blade? One thing is that I have these pistons lined up so nothing gets into the reeds. I'll show you. So if you look, they're both about halfway. So that way, you know, when you spray it, nothing gets really past the piston. The rings kind of keep that from happening. So. I know, doesn't that stuff stink? Man. Alright, so one of the other things I'm doing is kind of cycling these back and forth just to get any kind of oil and stuff like that up in there. Just work them. Matter of fact, I don't think this is going to hurt any, but just to make sure they're nice and lubricated so there's no real cleaner in there still. I mean, it burns oil anyway, so I'll get you guys a part number, why not? And how much it costs. There you go. Alright, we don't really have an outside and inside, but I can see that the weird like perforations in this thing, indentations, whatever have you, are kind of the same thing that are on the block. So we're going to put that block side in. Just like that. And all the holes match and line up. Okay. So put it on this bad boy. Run some bolts through. Just like that. That should hold it. Now I went and got all new screws for this thing, and if you can't tell, these that gasket sealer stuff is still kind of tacky. So I'm kind of in a mad dash to get that in, so it's not going to cause any problems. As a matter of fact, I just want that to hold that up there. There we go, so it won't fall. And now we'll put this other screw in. Get all our grounds up together. Just like this. Oh man, I hope you guys can see that. Like that. One more, there it is. Like that, and like this, and like that. And that's screwed into this one, and we'll tighten both of these down so we don't have any problems. There we go. That's on there proper. And so is that one. Let's see, it's just tight enough. Snug them up. Yeah, I'm not going hog wild with them just yet, and you can see the gasket sealer's making a nice tight seal around the edges. Start with this one up here at the top. I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it, but who cares? As long as it's getting done. Here's some part numbers for you. It's for that gasket. This is for this. And here's this gasket. This actually came with two of them. Kind of cool. Let's see, where's part number? Yep. I might have messed it up. 27F97067. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, there's no way you guys are seeing that. Or maybe so. Okay. Alright, enough fooling around. So since this has a paper gasket on it, and if it leaks again, I can always use the former gasket, but since I have two, I'm going to try this without former gasket first. Yeah, it fits up there nicely. There we go. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. Like spidey reflexes. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same for these with some Loctite. These things are kind of annoying to get in there. There we go. Yeah, we're putting Loctite on those. You know, actually, before I want to end this part, and then we move on to tomorrow, I think I'm just going to hit this electronic stuff anyway. I want to hit this relay and then fix that wire I had to cut earlier. But, you know, a buddy of mine, Jason, he's probably going to be on here. I think, Timberwolf knows him. But anyway, he gave this to me for like Christmas or birthday or something like that, and it's just battery cleaner, but a lot of rust and stuff on here. So let's see, give this a try, see what it does. Well, it's foamy. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, check that out. Foamy. Give another douching of it. I don't know how old exactly this stuff is, but can't hurt plastic, right? So anyway, thank you, Jason. Appreciate it, man. Now, according to the can, it says you're supposed to allow 2 to 3 minutes to soak and then use a brush or wipe clean. So I think I got a little teeny tiny little grill brush. Grill brushes are cheaper than regular brushes, kind of, especially when you get them in the off season when everybody's got them on clearance. So yeah, pick you up some of those. All right, let's cut this little wire back here. I should probably bring you guys back here, huh? I think I will. Oh, not to mention that I got these from Holy smokes. Those are washed out like crazy. There we go. I got these from the Amazon, so I kind of wanted to try these out. These are heat shrink insulated terminals. So let's give these a try. These are not the best cutters. Okay. There we go. Kind of want to leave this stuff on, you know. Don't get all hog wild with taking crap off. It's kind of funny, you know, you get all these tools. And it's like you never have the right ones for everything. It's got a lot more leverage though. Let's see what this does. Still pulls loose. Oh, yeah, but it just cuts it. Okay. Here we can. Let's try that again. I wonder what that is. Some kind of alarm. Man, and then it gets, you know, it just keeps falling right out. Dude, I gotta be doing something. Let me go get, you know what? Try something different here. Alright. There's no way it's gonna keep that from happening now. Let's see, how did I get these loose? That's right. Alright. Look at that. Perfect. Alright. Now let's see what the heat shrink portion does here. Let's crank this up a little bit. Oh man. I don't know how much of that you guys saw, but I tried. That's rewired. Now let's scrub this like it said. Woo! I forgot, battery's still hooked up. I mean, they look muddy, but they don't look bad. Eating that rust right off of there. Cool. Again, thanks, Jason. All right, let's bump the key. Am I hooking up right? Yep. Definitely has power. Aha. So I figured out what the problem was. Right back to where I was last time when I was having that same problem with that wire. It's like the starter wire. And as soon as I figure out what I did with my long socket, yeah, there it is. So anyway, I'll show you how I got to that conclusion. Took a pair of needle nose pliers here, a little couple of battery testers, if you will, and then come up here, use the key. If you can hear that, that's the priming, or the primer. So it will work. Problem is back here at this wire again. So I managed to find something in my little sweet box of goodies that will allow us to change this out. But basic wire and rewire. So all the fun stuff again. So yeah, that wire with the red in it. Alright, let's cut this. Doesn't even need to exist anymore. Tired of fooling with it. It's getting on my nerves. There she goes. Off she goes. OWHH. Off with his head. There we go. Don't put too much elbow grease on it. I'll tuck that wire back down there. And now it should. Oops. Oh, I think I slipped off. Hard to deal with you guys there. Because if it's not me, it's in the way, it's you guys are in the way. Alright, now. You kidding me? What is your problem? Okay, here we go. Is the wire still not in there? Perfect. That's what we wanted. Oh boy, good enough for me. I'm gonna call that a day. Alright, let's start this up tomorrow. You know, when I was digging this out, I just saw this. I mean, it's all falling apart. And you know, when I flip the switch now, look at this. You know, I'm flipping the switch right now. You know, click, 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 nothing. Right? Now, there is a definite grounding issue. Well, okay, let me try this again so you guys can see it. Look at this, watch this. Oh, got the key on now. Definite. There's a grounding issue here. Okay. Okay. Yep, I know I'm gonna fix this now. So apparently it might not have been that wire all along. But then, you know, you look at all these and they all got smoked. But, you know, if they're not broken, you know, general rule of thumb, you know. I think I got a wire I can shove in there and make that work. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try. Man, I don't like the, oh my god. I mean, look at this it's just coming apart. In my fingers. Wow. Huh. Okay. Alright, let me try to find another piece of wire or something to go in there. Okay, so no word of a lie here. I had this left over in my little bag of tricks. Just a little tiny ground wire that I made for something else. I think something stupid like CB radio or something way back in the day. But, you know, I knew this was going to be bad. But I did not know it was going to be that bad. I mean, it just goes to show you, check your grounds. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I did not expect all that. I mean, that's, you know, I mean, how does it even get that bad? I mean, somebody, you know, it looks like it's all burned up too, like somebody's been sitting there cranking on the thing, you know, and it burned up all these other wires. Holy smokes, man. I had no idea. None. No idea at all. Dude, this might just be the thing that the ticket that fixes it for good, you know? Alright, you know, I'm just gonna kind of cut out the middleman here. I don't want to spend all day on this rewiring. So I'm just gonna scuff this real good with the flathead. And then this I'm gonna hit with the brush. Alright, we got our 2 posts of hope. We got our dieseline, and we got some water. And let's see if she fires. That's the ticket. Make a ton of mud first. Get this cow out of here. Look at that filthy. Alright, here we go. I want that to get smashed up. That's it. We have to put the choke in. Out of gas. Yep, she's out of gas. All right, let's put some more gas in there. All right. Go on. I know. I know we need a red line. That's good enough for now. How it runs. I don't notice any major leaks. Hard to kind of tell. So yeah, let's shut off that water. All right, well I think that hesitation and miss is probably coming from the lack of fuel, because we just drank that up in less than probably 5 minutes. So I'm thinking that everything seems to be okay. Had just the slightest amount of what looked like water kind of trickling out of maybe here. I can't really tell. So well, that was fun. Cool. I am a fan. I wonder if I could fix the timing on this thing real quick. Because there's a spark plug, nice and dry. So, I don't know. Alright, let's pump some more gas in her. And I tightened these up a little bit more. I looked and kind of looked like they might have been a little loose, the spark plug wires there. So, I don't know. Let's try that again. Reminds me of that guy, what is that, bias plies and zip ties, or zip ties and bias plies. You don't need to worry about having your spark plug wires all tightened up. There's more gas in there. It ran through that quick. Oh yeah, look at the chunks floating at the bottom. That's awesome. Oh man, that's some good stuff. All right, let's put a little bit of, what we call this, you can call it Gleasel, you can call it Dieseline. I like calling it Dieseline. All right, we'll put a drop of that stuff in there, the good stuff. Shake it around. Oh, we even have our own custom stir stick. My running problems could be one of three things. It could actually be a timing issue. It could be the fuel quality, which it's not the best, and it could be the spark or something going on up here, but I don't think so. I think it's just the fuel quality. And this thing here is probably, you know, probably 6-10 years old, so yeah, it's probably not in the best of shapes. So anyway, let's turn on the water, do it again. Well, I got a little bit smarter. This time I decided to grab the old controls here and kept them over here by me, so I don't get soaked every single time I try to do something. Again. I think I see a way to adjust her up here too. You know, matter of fact, let's check this out. All right, now that my eyes are watering and my nose is running, so up underneath it here, it's like a little set screw for the timing. So, used to be, I think this is the idle, but you know, as soon as I pull this back all the way, like it retarded the timing just a little bit, everything seemed like it worked pretty well. So, I think we're gonna give that a try again. That's going to be adjusting timing for some jank hose. Like I said, this thing probably hasn't seen a lake or water or any kind of big open body of water in I don't know how long. The thing is like 20 pounds to try to squeeze. And then, you know, we got a filter from 1985. So, yeah. Adjusting the timing, I don't know if it would be such a grand idea. But we got just a little bit of water just at the top here, so I imagine, you know, I just crank those down. Oh, you don't need to worry about a little water. It's fine. It's just fine. It'll be fine all the way home. I found something else while we're at it. A little bit of a carburetor leak. You don't need to worry about your carburetor leaking gas. Except it's expensive now. It's like $4 a gallon, so yeah, that's fun. Wasn't that special. Found out, sure enough, I mean, that's turning with a finger, so she was a little loose. I don't think the gasket's bad. I think we're just Maybe that's the cause of like an air intrusion or something. Let's just tighten her up just a little bit here. Alright, I think I have the fix for this. Pop this guy off of here. Give it a couple of twists. In like that. See what she does. Too much. A little too much. 2, 3. Give it 3 turns. See what happens. Alright. 1, 2, 3 more turns. See what happens now. Not see it too much. Because now it's sitting right on there. Gotta be fast because water's expensive too. Alright, let's give her 1 turn back. See what she does now. Should be tuned, right? Man, it really got me wondering if this is time. Man, alright, we need more gas. Let's try that. We're going to adjust the time in just a smidge here. Holy smoke. Well, where's my needle nose? Show you guys what I'm adjusting right here. So if you look underneath of there, and I push this back, that went forward, and that actually started smoothing things out. So when I go this way, it brings it closer. So if I go away from this way, like that, let's lock this into place. Maybe all you guys can see is my hand, but be A for effort, boys. I'm trying. All right, lock that into place, maybe. Oh man. Okay, let's try that again. I've actually never heard one run better. Wondering something. Most vehicles that I've seen have like a return spring that goes somewhere, you know. So I'm thinking, you know, why doesn't this have one? So I found got my little pack of springs here, and Let me see. Yeah, all you guys can see is my flipping forearm here, so I don't know. I'll zoom it in for you. How about that? So, let's see. Bend this guy out of shape here. We'll yank that and yard that around here. And have that up there at the top. You see? That's a return spring right there. Yeah, that will hold up. Why wouldn't it? It's because it's mine. That's why I wouldn't. And I'm a little worried about that right there, but nah. I think it'll be fine. Yeah. I kinda like how that springs back now. Let's see what happens when we put it in gear and stuff. That should fix it. Alright, let's try that. Oh, not to mention if we're running out of fuel. Let's see. This should be... You know what? Let's adjust this a little bit. This screw. There we go. Now she's nice. All right, let's see what it does now. We're running out of gas. Keeps wanting to push it forward. One back should do her. Got the spring. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Let's see. Gotta do one final test. Now that I'm thinking about it. And she's charging. That's nice. 13 volts, baby. You know, upon further inspection, it looks like this little plastic donger here is what's leaking the water. So, ha! It ain't coming from my good old Permatex, I tell you that right now. Alright, so we got this a little bit more situated in here so it won't fall off. It's been sitting for a minute. Tighten those nice little warm torque on these bad boys, filled up the fuel, so now we have no excuses of why this thing shouldn't run. So just imagine you were out on a good fishing day and you sat there and you're ready to go home, right? Just pretend that's how much this motor pretty much cooled.